Hello my friends and welcome to another episode in the $5 Thrift Challenge series where I took a $5 bill to a thrift store, I bought one item, I have sold that item, used the profit to buy more items, and we've done that process over and over again, and we're on our way to our goal of $10,000. When we hit $10,000, I'm going to use that money to upgrade our home. I have a big project that I have planned out for that money and I can't wait to share that with you guys. But along the way, we've been thrifting, reselling, and I give you updates of what things have sold along the way. So it's been a really fun journey. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. But last week we ended the challenge with $4,712.61 in our challenge bank. We have hundreds of items that have been listed and sold throughout this whole process. And we're on episode 25 today, which is crazy. And episode 25 is a substantial amount that we are going to hit in our challenge bank today. So let's talk about what things sold since the last time I saw you. The first thing being the Bekah striped dress. I picked this up recently at a half off sale at Goodwill. I think I paid $3.75 for this, perhaps, and this sold really quickly. In the first few days I had it listed for my full asking price of $99 on Poshmark, and so from $99 we make $79.20. So we're doing good so far. We're at almost $4,800 and I've only sold one item. Very exciting. Then last week's video where I tried to go to a half off sale at the Goodwill near me here in Detroit and that backfired and then I went to the bins. That video, almost everything that I showed in that video has sold either before the video went live or after the video went live. So the first thing that sold was this icebreaker t-shirt. I picked this up and I got a $20 offer on it the second day I had it listed. The video hadn't even gone live, but I was like, you know what? I should just take that offer. So I took $20 from $20 to make $16 on Poshmark going into the challenge bank. The next thing that sold was the Tabitha Brown, the polka dot blouse that I found. It was a black and white linen blouse, super cute. I think I paid, what did I tell everybody I paid? I think they were like supposed to be $4.99, so maybe $2.50 for that blouse. It sold for $25, which is what I listed it at. From $25, we make $20 heading into the challenge bank. Then the very exciting sale from last week. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you should, because I actually asked in a poll on my story. I got an offer on this jacket before the video went live. So you guys can get sneak peeks if you follow me on Instagram. And I got a $121 offer, I believe, on Depop. And I asked everybody if I should accept it. The majority said yes, so I accepted it. But because it's Depop, they don't have to pay right away. So that didn't actually go through. While I was waiting to see if they would actually pay for the jacket they bought, I received another offer for the Thursday Boot Company, that leather jacket. I received an offer on eBay and I accepted it and they paid. So it sold on eBay within the first few days I had it listed for $161. Very exciting. I paid $15 for this, which felt like a lot, but from $161, we make $138.84. So we made over $120 of profit in just a few days, bringing our challenge bank to $4,966.65, so close to $5,000. I really do feel like we're gonna hit it today. The next thing that sold was the White by Vera Wang, the purple ruffled dress. So I've been selling a lot of formal gowns lately, as I would hope I would, because we're heading into spring and summer where there's lots of weddings and dances and galas and formal events. So this piece I picked up at Salvation Army on half off day. So I think I might have paid, I don't even remember at this point, somewhere between $5 and $10, but it sold for $100. From $100, make $80. So another Poshmark sale. That was a good one. And that is the sale that takes us over $5,000. We are halfway to our goal. Isn't that crazy? Definitely the second half of the challenge is gonna go a lot faster than the first half of the challenge. Then the next thing that sold was the New Tags Azazi Brook blue dress. I picked this up in the Goodwill that was half off again. Sold for $51. From $51, make $48.80. I believe this sold on Depop, so I retained a lot more of my sales amount. Rather than from 100, we make 80, 51, we make 48.80. So I only lost like $2. So good. And then the last thing, I woke up to a sale this morning, and that was the Converse Run Star, the Motion platform shoes. These were those platform, like really cool looking sneakers. And I did pay up for these. I paid $15 for these, but they sold for $64. So from $64, make $51.20 heading into the challenge bank. So still, I think worth it. I definitely made money off of them, but definitely not as much as the $15 I spent on the Thursday Boot Company, the leather jacket. But what can you do? I mean, I still made good money. So that brings us to our starting total today, which is $5,146.65 to go shopping with, which we are not gonna pay that much, but it's nice to see the challenge bank getting more robust and growing as I've been listing my patootie off. And by the time you guys see this video, I'll have done a whatnot show this week as well. So we should have a good amount of money going into next week's challenge episode. But that's all of the things that we sold since last week. Now, the plan for today, I am actually going to drive 2.5 hours to go hang out with my parents for the weekend, and my mom and I are gonna go thrifting together. It's going to be fun. If you guys haven't met my mom before, you'll meet her today. But all of the Goodwills in the Fort Wayne, Indiana area are half off. And because I had such good luck there last time I was there thrifting with her, I decided to make a little trip of it, have a little fun time. I'm taking my puppy Gracie with me, and we're just gonna, we're gonna thrift together, go out to eat. It's gonna be a fun time. I'm excited to go see my mom. So I am gonna take you guys with me thrifting. We're gonna get there as soon as it opens, and I'm gonna leave tonight, and then we're gonna go thrifting in the morning. We're gonna play some Taylor Swift on the road and have some fun. I think it's gonna be great. So let's go on the road, and then I will meet you guys at the Goodwill in the morning. Sound good? Okay, let's go thrifting. So I drove to Fort Wayne yesterday, 2.5 hours. I met with my tax accountant for my business, and here's my mom. Mom, say hi.
Good morning.
It is a good morning. We just made it to the Goodwill store that's gonna open in literally 3 minutes. It's half off today, and Mom was like, do you think there's gonna be a line? And I was like, probably not. There's probably just gonna be people in their cars. There's literally a line like around the block.
Almost, yes. Oh my.
It's quite long. So we're gonna go join it, I guess, and hopefully we get a cart, at least one. I was hoping for 2 carts today, but
one for each of us.
That would be nice if we could get 2 carts. Because last time we were here, we literally had an overflowing cart, and then Mom's coats were like falling all over the floor. It was crazy. So we're gonna have to go get in line because now we have like 2 minutes. So I'll take you guys with us. Hopefully we find some good things. And there's so many people. I'll see if I can get a clip of it. We'll see. But are you ready, Mom?
Yep, ready to go.
Let's go. We're moving. I got a few things from inside the case, but now I'm looking around. There's so many people and there's so many racks. I don't even know really where to start. These are cool. I'm looking through the shoes now, but I haven't really found any that are catching my eye. Got a few things on the new clothing racks. This does catch my eye. Milo Paoli. I'm gonna at least look them up because this is made in Italy. But a lot of this is just like things from like Target and Walmart and things like that. So definitely not worth grabbing anything else so far, but let me look these up. Before we continue on, I do want to take a moment to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Vendoo, and they make it possible for me to bring you guys free content every week here on my channel. Vendoo is an amazing cross-listing software that you can use. It's on your phone, it's also on your computer, where you can upload your pictures directly into Vendoo, and then with just a few clicks of a button, you can cross-list your items to all of the different sites that you sell on. So there's no more copying and pasting. There's not having 20 different tabs open. You can cross-list to so many different reselling platforms, and all it takes is just a few clicks of a button. So you import your information into its Vendoo form, you fill out everything you can about your item, and then you go through and go to each individual place you want to list it, make sure all the details are correct, and hit list. Super easy, super simple. It only takes a few minutes then to broaden your horizons and to be able to list on more places than just one website. And that is how you really scale your business in the reselling field. You have to be able to list on multiple places. In case one of your platforms has a slow month, in case one of your platforms bans you, there's always backups, and then you have copies of your listings as well in Vendoo. And it's really affordable. As soon as you sell a single item on another platform that you weren't selling on before, it pays for itself. Just like that. I love working with Vendoo. If you want to try out Vendoo, use my link down below in the description box, and that will give you 25% off of your first month. And you don't have to put in any payment information up front. Try it out for free, see if it helps you, and if it does, then continue using it and see your profits increase. But let's head back into the video. I think this is so cool. I just saw the Disney tag on this. It's a denim jacket. I was like, okay, what about this is Disney? Then I looked on the back, and it's a bedazzled Tinkerbell. How cool is that? I'm assuming it's vintage. I don't know. It's got an extra button in it. I really like that. Gonna add that to the cart. There's a lot of things in the cart, but I'm more of a put everything in the cart and then sort it later kind of girl, especially on a sale day like this where it's so busy. So that's something I'll definitely look at later, but if I could find another leather Thursday Boot Company jacket, that would make my life. I'm sure I will not, but you know, one can dream, one can hope. We're gonna start looking through the dresses now. It's gonna be a lot more movements, you know, up in the boundary of my reach here, but at least I'm tall. I know so many people that can't probably even reach this, so we're looking through these dresses. I'm hoping to find some nice pieces. The last time I was here, I found some great dresses, so one can dream. Just a lot of loft so far, you know. Not much. Here's an Abercrombie and Fitch, but it's just like a little bodycon, so I'm gonna leave that behind. But not bad for $7.49, so $3.75 is what I would pay. Here's an older Madewell style dress. It is Madewell, size extra small, old tag though. I don't think it's silk, I could be wrong, but let's double check. Oh, hello, here, let me stop filming real quick. So I just found this J. Crew dress. It's a size 0 though, and it has the dots underneath the J. Crew label, so it's probably J. Crew factory. It's not silk, it's just polyester, so I'm gonna probably leave that as well. But that was pretty cute. That was on the edge of being good enough to put in the cart. There's just so much fast fashion in here, it's insane. So normally, I really enjoy finding this brand, Rebekah VA. But it's been a while since I found like a dress or just a piece of clothing rather than a jacket. Jackets do really well. I think that I'm going to probably leave it behind because it's just a nylon or like a polyester kind of blend. It's not actually silk or anything. It's super cheap, so I just don't know. I'm on the fence, but I'm gonna put that in my maybe pile. So I got excited when I found this. It's a Fry dress. It's new with tags. Fry boots do super well. But something I recently realized is that Fry clothing has started being sold, I think, at Costco. So I'm pretty sure they are now in something like that. This says it was originally $159. It's only $7 today, but I just think that it's too much of a risk. I also don't feel especially excited about this dress or listing it, so I think I'm gonna leave it behind, or maybe I'll just find one of the subscribers I've met today and give it to them to see if they would like it. But it's a good dress, but I'm trying to be pretty selective today. So far I've only got 2 yeses. I have a Birdie Gray dress and I have a Brooks Brothers like bomber jacket that I found. Those are cool. And I need to sort through the rest of the cart and see what things I'm actually excited about and what things I think will sell quickly, because I am really feeling like quick sales only right now. I grabbed this when we were going through the dresses. I was excited to find a Theory piece. It does have the tags still attached here too, so new without tags. $7.49. It's a long maxi length, but I also just looked at the carry label because I didn't have a chance to look at it before this, but it's 100% silk, so that's an exciting grab for $3.75. I enjoy selling Theory in bins. I know other people don't, but for me, I enjoy it, so I'm gonna grab that. So I found this over in the formal dress section a while ago. It has this like built-in corset with this mesh detailing, very interesting, but the brand is NBD, which I have found a couple times and sold a couple times as well. But NBD is sold at Revolve, and it usually retails for hundreds of dollars. So to find it for $7.50, $3.75 today, I think that's a win. I'm gonna grab her, put her in my growing yes pile over here. Hi, Mom. So Mom found this for me pretty much when we walked in. Did you find this on a new rack? Where'd you find this?
By the shoes, right before the shoes.
Oh, well, I'm excited she found it. New tags from Packed.
New racks sitting out there.
Yeah, size extra large. I do not need it. I want it, but I don't need it. But for $7.50, $3.75, that's a heck yes. I've sold Packed many times for good money, so she's going to add into the yes pile. So this is the final cart. Got everything sorted. All the hangers are off. Those are cute, Mom. 1 pair of shoes. I narrowed it down to. And I'm waiting to hear back from my husband if he wants this Johnny O shirt, but looking good. Mom's got a cart full of things over here, and so she found some Pyrex, some things for herself, some things for the food bank she runs, and we're looking good. So now I'm going to drive home to Michigan tonight, and I'll meet you back there with the haul of everything I picked up today. So see you guys there. Okay, friends, it's been a few days. We made it back home. It was a lot. I drove up there Friday, met with my tax accountant. My tax accountant's also in Fort Wayne, so it was kind of a whole businessy weekend. I drove up there, met with them on Friday afternoon, And then we went Saturday morning to the half off sale, and then I drove back here home to Detroit Saturday evening. So it was a little bit of a whirlwind, but it was really fun. I'm glad I went, and now I don't have to worry about my taxes because taxes are scary. But I spent $145 even at the Goodwill half off day. I rounded up as a donation to Goodwill. So with spending $145, we came really close to going back below $5,000, but we didn't. We hit $5,001.65 is what we're going to end this episode with, plus all the pieces you're going to see here today in this video. So I think we did pretty good. A majority of what I spent came from 3 pieces. As soon as I got to the Goodwill, I went straight to the cases of like more high-end pieces. I wanted to look in there and see if I could find anything, but I had to make really quick decisions. Like I didn't have time to look anything up. There was a line of people looking in the cases and it was hard to get somebody to help you. And it was so busy, okay? So I had to make split-second decisions. And the first 3 things I found, I did grab a pair of Doc Martens. I did pay up a little bit for these, but I've never found a pair of blue patent leather Doc Martens, and they look to be in really good shape. So I decided to go for it, and again, I made this decision really quickly. These were marked at $40, so I did spend 20 bucks for these. I really hope, I hope that that was worth it. I do think I can sell these for $65, maybe $70. I think they're really cool. And they're in, let's see, a women's size 6, if I remember correctly. Yep, size 6. And so I'm really hoping that this was a worthwhile pickup. But again, it was a hectic day and I'm just happy I got anything really with how crazy it all was. Now, this is the thing I'm most excited about finding in the case, and I think is the best thing I probably grabbed, might sell for the most money out of everything. This is a vintage Coach purse that I found in the case. Really cool. It's pink, and that is what I think is really going to sell this. It is a Y2K style for sure, which is so popular. It has all the monogram Coach logo across, and this part is fabric, but the top is pink. And the pink is so cool. And we also still have the little, Coach tag on here as well. I thought this was really nice. If this was all monogram, I definitely would think twice about paying up for this. This was marked at $49.99. So 50 bucks, I paid 25. I do think 25 was still a good deal on this, especially since the inside is pink and clean. I did look real quick and there are some listed on Depop, and that's where I'm hoping to sell this for sure. Depop for over $100. Like a lot of them were more so in like the $200 range. I'm telling you guys, vintage Coach right now is so popular. And if you can find like a Y2K style, even better. I thought this was really cute. I do think that hopefully I can list it for at least $150, 100 bucks, and that will make the $25 I spent a lot more worth it. But that was such a good find. And again, I saw it, I asked to look at it, and then I wasn't allowed to keep the pieces. I had to keep them behind the counter, and I didn't have time to take pictures. I just made split-second decisions, which is how I ended up with this piece. This is the only piece I am super nervous about. I saw this in the case, and I went to look at it. I saw the fabric. It's like a neoprene, and it really just was like, oh, I think that's Dagny Dover. And it is the first time I've ever found Dagny Dover in the wild. Really great piece. And there's the Dagny Dover logo here on the front if you've never seen it. Really expensive bags, usually retail for over $200, sometimes more, I think even. Zipper's really high quality. The whole interior is in great condition, and it still has its little bag attached as well. I looked at this so quickly. I thought this said it was $19.99. So I was like, for 10 bucks, heck yes. That's an easy yes. Did I realize that it said $79.99? No. So I paid $40 for this instead of $10, which is definitely a great deal for yourself. Still a good deal, but I think I would have thought more about it before saying, yes, I want that, put it behind the counter for me. And when they rang me up, I didn't realize at first, and I was like, oh, good. So 40 bucks out of my $145 I spent is just this bag, which might be a mistake. Let me know what you guys think. I did do a little bit of looking up. This is, I think, the Landon travel bag, and I hope it'll resell for at least 100 bucks to make this worthwhile. But that was my bad. That was not my best moment looking at the tag. I definitely read it wrong. But we all make mistakes, and I do think this still should hopefully resell well. Could be worse. It could be worse. It's black, it's nice. Okay, so those 3 things already, I mean, I spent $85 on the first 3 things I showed you. And then everything else is super cheap and more like what I would normally pick up. Okay, let's get into the other things I picked up. This was $7.49. All the dresses basically are $7.49 unless they're like new with tags or like a formal something, then they sometimes mark them up to $14. But this is a really nice little satin gown. This is from Birdie Gray. I love selling bridesmaid dresses. This one is an extra, extra large, great color, retails for $100. I got this for $3.75. And with wedding season coming up, should do well. I did see that there was a mark on the front of this, but the thing about Birdie Gray and Azazi dresses, they all say dry clean. I wash them in the washing machine all the time and nothing ever happens, for me at least. Like, take that with a grain of salt. I've never had an issue just washing one of them, so I'm gonna do a little stain treatment, throw it through the wash, and then it'll probably be just right as rain. Next thing is this dress, which they marked as a shirt, which understandable, it's really short, but this is new with tags from Petal and Pup. And I think this might have been on a new rack, if I remember correctly. I never pick up this brand. I don't think I've ever picked this up, but it was new with tags. I looked it up and it actually had pretty good comps. This is the Walker Smock Mini in a US size medium. It was $5.99, so I paid $3 for this. And I think it should resell for $35, maybe a little bit more, but it's really cute. The fabric, everything about it is adorable. So I think, again, perfect season for that. Another brand I never have picked up in my entire life, but I picked up today because it was new with tags, is this Betsy and Adam dress. I see this brand a lot and I never pick it up, but I was looking at eBay for comps and I was like, shockingly, especially if they're new with tags, sometimes the gowns can sell for tons of money. And this one is this iridescent blue and purple formal gown, long dress. It's all the way to the floor, one shoulder, this kind of like cutout detail on the front. It is a beautiful gown, new with tags, and it's in a size 8. And so because it was new with tags, I decided to pick it up. Do this only with caution. Like, I'm not recommending you pick up every dress that you see from this brand. I looked it up, decided it was worth it for what, it was $7 and it was new with tags. I think I can hopefully get $50 out of that. And because it's formal, because it's new with tags, that really threw me over the edge. Okay, this is the piece that I really was probably the most excited about the day of, other than the pink Coach bag. This really cool vintage Disney jacket, this thing slaps. This is so cool. And I think I showed you guys me finding this because I was so confused. I was like, what about this is Disney? But it has really cool bedazzling on the sleeves. It has Tinkerbell made with sequins on the back. It's so cool. I can see somebody like Alexa Sunshine 83 wearing this. Like, is this not so cool with all of the unique details? It is also, I would say, new at tags. It still has the extra button attached, which is helpful because it's missing its top button on here. We're missing a button right here, but my parents are coming to visit for their spring break here in the next week. So I'm gonna set this aside. My mom is a great sewer, and so she's going to fix this for me. But what, this was $9.99, so I paid $5. $5 for this vintage Disney jacket. I feel like if this was at the Rose Bowl flea market, like somebody would be charging over $100 for that. As it is, I'm gonna have my mom fix it, and then I think I'll probably list it for around $50. Isn't that so cool though? I feel like that's such a unique piece. I really, really liked that one. Then we have this Trina Turk dress, and this again was new with tags. I love finding new with tags pieces for cheap. I have tried selling Trina Turk a couple times, and sometimes it does well for me and sometimes it just sits. So I'm gonna try to list this really competitively once I look at comps, but this is a size 8 Trina by Trina Turk, $7.50 for this, and it was new with tags. So $3.75 for this new with tags Trina Turk dress. I'm really hoping that I can get at least, you know, $35 for that. I thought that was probably worthwhile. Then we have this Theory dress, which I think I showed you guys me finding this because I went through every single dress. You're gonna see basically everything I found was dresses because all the other sections were crazy. And I also just find the most return on my investment in the dress section. I just feel like they usually sell for more money than like a typical t-shirt will, you know? This is a long dress but it's from Theory and it's in a size small. It also still has the tag, the pull on here attached. So it makes me wonder if it's new without tags. And I'm fairly confident this is 100% silk too. I think I looked in the store because it felt like it. Yeah, 100% silk for the exterior. Size small from Theory. I enjoy selling Theory. I know not everybody does, but for 100% silk, and then a long dress with little straps that tie into bows at the top. I thought that was really nice. And it was $7.50, you guessed it. $3.75 is what I paid for that dress. Then we have this dress. My mom found this. I am shocked. Good job, Mom. She found this tiered ruffled dress, and I am sure this will probably be the first thing that sells from this video is my guess, because it's an extra large and it's new at tags, but it's from Packed, which I have had really good luck selling Packed and usually does really well. It's another one of those brands that's like really well made, but also like sustainable clothing that usually is made with really great fibers, but also is not fast fashion, which we love, made with organic cotton and a fair trade certified factory, 100% organic cotton, brand spanking new for, what did I say, $3.75? Yeah, $3.75 from $7.50. So excited about that piece. I would assume I'll probably list that around 50 bucks. I'd have to look it up to be certain, but I think that's a fair guess. And then we have this little black dress with this kind of like gathering on the front, as well as this like mesh corset detailing that kind of peeks out. Really fun piece. It's really a little fun piece. It was $7.50, so I paid $3.75. I found this in the formal section, but the brand on this is NBD, and it's always so hard to show you this tag because it is black on black. But I have sold NBD a few times. It's sold at Revolve, and I would assume for this, probably at least 50 bucks, sometimes more, just depends. And then I found on a new rack this combo together. So it is a matching set, 2 different sizes, which is not ideal, but I still think it'll be okay. We have the Transcend Stash Tight in a size small. So we have the purple Athleta Tight. And I do pick up Athleta, especially if it's a newer piece and has the style name on it. This is, it looks to be new without tags. It still has a pull on here. And then I did find it with this matching little sweatshirt, which really reminds me of this Lululemon sweatshirt that's super popular too, but it's this really nice purple color with the quarter zip. And this one is in a size medium. And this is new at tags. It's the Seasoft quarter zip, but somewhere in all of this information on the tag, I should be able to find what this color is as well. So I think I might list them together. What would you do if they're 2 different sizes? Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. But because I think this would be better to have the top oversized, it might be okay to have them just listed together. This was listed at $19.99. So I did pay $10, but I paid $10 for both pieces. They sold them to me together, so $5 each, which I do think makes it more worth it. I think they're really nice. And I did look up comps for just the top, and I think that this piece should hopefully sell on its own for around $40, $50. So together, I do think it's probably more like a $65, $75 set. And I think that's really cute. So for 10 bucks into 70 bucks, hopefully, I think that could be worth it. Then we have, 2 men's pieces. The first one being this bomber jacket. I think it's really nice. It's kind of this like more nylon-y material, but it is from the Brooks Brothers. And I've been having good luck recently selling Brooks Brothers jackets. I sold a Brooks Brothers jacket not too long ago for such good money. It kind of put me in the right frame of mind to pick up another one. This is a size medium. Then it has the plaid interior. And this was $13.99. So kind of expensive for just, run-of-the-mill jackets, but $7 for this. I think I can hopefully list it for around 50 bucks is what I'm gonna hope to get for it. And then the last shirt that I bought, I kind of bought this on a whim. I didn't really look into it, but I've sold quite a bit of Peter Millar. So golfing wear is gonna be really popular this time of year as well. So I did find this golf polo from Peter Millar. It is in really good shape. It's blue and pink stripes. And there's like summer comfort series, and it's a size extra large. So it was $5.99, so I paid $3 for it, and my guess is I will list that around $25 and sell it for around 20 bucks. So I'll still be able to make almost like $17, $15 on it, which I do think is worth it. And then the last thing I picked up was this pair of shoes. This is the only pair of shoes I ended up buying, which is a little bit crazy because I did go to I went to the cases first and then I went to the shoe section, but there just weren't a ton of shoes that weren't already picked over, and also a lot of shoes that I just don't have any interest in selling. But these are a pair of black leather Echo sneakers, and they are in really good shape. They have the nice lace ups. The bottoms are in impeccable condition. So I did feel like this was worth grabbing. And these were marked at $8.99. So I paid $4.50 for those. But the comps look like I should be able to resell them for around 40 bucks. So I should make good money from each of these pieces. The only things I really felt the anxiety of buying were those 3 things in the cases that I paid up for. I do think the Coach pink bag for sure will sell and make me money. Should I have picked up the Doc Martens and the Dagny Dover bag? I don't know. It's too late now, but hopefully we'll sell them. I think they are nice pieces. It's just, I probably paid a little bit more than I'm used to paying for them, so I'm feeling a little bit of the like, ooh, I don't know about this, because I'm used to paying, you know, like $3 for something, and then if it doesn't sell for a ton of money, it's totally fine. These pieces, I'm probably gonna have to hold my line of what I actually need from them in order to, you know, get my money back. But I think that was fun. Did you guys enjoy going thrifting with me? I hope you did. And we are ending today with $5,001.65 plus all these pieces, plus everything else I have listed. And by the time this video goes live, I'll also have done a whatnot show. So I think we're doing great progress. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in next week's episode. Bye.